Fabric AI Order Cloud is a new type of OMS that brings native analytics and AI agents that can utilize the analytics to provide you with suggestions about how to manage your order fulfillment. Now we're greeted in Fabric with our AI assistant, and let's take a look at what we can do in Fabric. We can set up order automation so that based on order rules, parameters of the data in the order, such as product or metadata, we can select what kinds of orders we want to fulfill. And then based on those criteria, we can decide what locations to filter out, what types of inventory we want to select, and use different rule sets such as geolocation and distance-based rules to select which location to fulfill the order from. This is great, but it can be actually a little bit difficult to iterate over time and continue to optimize. Likewise, I'm managing inventory across a wide fleet of fulfillment centers and locations, and I have some really useful features, such as say that a location is underperforming, I can take it out of the fulfillment network with scheduling closures, and I can also manage its real-time capacity so that it never gets over-allocated to. Now, the challenge is, if any of my locations are underperforming, I can't do anything about that until I know that the location is underperforming, unless it's a rare scenario where I can plan for it. So with Fabric's AI Order Cloud, it can actually suggest ways to get ahead of these types of issues so that they never impact your business. So let's go through what is driving order bounce rate. So when orders go to stores, fulfillment centers, are they getting fulfilled or are they getting bounced, rejected out? Now it's going to transform my text query to a SQL query, provide me with an answer. Okay, on average, 18% of your orders are getting rejected in my demo environment, so quite high rate. And we get a breakdown sorted in descending order what locations are driving it. So it gives me the data. I'm going to ask for AI suggestions, and we can see that this issue seems to be occurring at these particular locations, 202, 201, and 203. Okay, so it's in Louisville. This is probably the Kentucky Derby that's causing the Louisville locations to not be able to fulfill. They're over encumbered with foot traffic. Now, rather than just creating an outage, which I will probably still do so that these locations don't get allocated to, what I'm going to do is apply this suggestion that says, hey, take your existing inventory rules. I have a network called, as you can see here, DC only, which sets up how I filter out inventory, expose it to my fulfillment, as well as my storefront if needed, and clone it and create a version of it that isolates your high-performing locations, and then use that to ensure that you're fulfilling first from high-performing locations before the rest of the network. Seems pretty intuitive, but it may have been difficult to get to that realization without the AI to assist me. Come to our booth at NRF to learn more.